This week, we are talking about that debacle that happened last week over social media between Elon Musk and President Trump, one on X and the other one on Truth Social. So if you're not familiar with what happened, make sure you watch to the end where we're going to talk about it and figure out what's going on here. But if you're new here, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so you know when new episodes drop, and like this episode to help me out. Okay, let's give a short synopsis of what actually happened. Elon Musk, he accused President Trump of being in the Epstein files. Trump then threatened to cancel Musk's federal contracts, and now Musk is apologizing. So what just happened between these two billionaires? These are billionaire problems, okay? But I think it's more of a power struggle than anything else. So let's break down what went down, where we are now, and what's to come in the future. This week, Trump and Musk, they were once political allies. They publicly exploded out of nowhere. Musk, he criticized Trump's new spending bill. Then Trump clapped back. And then tweets started flying from Musk about Trump and being in the Epstein files and impeachment and canceling contracts. So days later, Musk deleted some of his tweets and he posted an apology. Trump responded, no hard feelings, right? What was he supposed to say? But this wasn't a personal spat. This was like a power struggle inside the conservative movement, and I don't think it's over yet. Now, let's break this down a little bit more in detail for those of you who may not be familiar with what's going on. I don't know where you are, but maybe you just don't know. So on June 3rd, Musk took to his platform X, and he called Trump's spending bill a disgusting abomination. Trump didn't hold back. In Trump style, he called Musk crazy and threatened to kill his contracts. And I think that gave Musk some pause. He had to fall back and think about it. Then Musk escalated. He started talking about Trump being in the Epstein files. He endorsed an impeachment of Trump, and he threatened to shut down the SpaceX mission. Within 24 hours, the feud went just nuclear. If you went and followed the tweets that were happening, who do you feel went too far? Do you think Elon Musk went too far? Do you think President Trump went too far? Tell me in the comments who you think just did the most. My next question would be, why did Musk back down? What was the reason? Because he came out the gate very strong, and then all of a sudden he backed down. So what happened to make him decide and fall back? I think it was a calculated move on Elon Musk's side, but I think that it didn't do what he thought it was going to do, so he had no choice but to back down. When you look at the Tesla stock, he lost about $150 billion in stock. I don't think he thought that was going to happen. From the start of him aligning with Trump and the Doge initiative, he has been losing money left and right. And I think this latest stunt with the quick response from the market made him pause and think about what he was doing and try to rewind and pull back some of what he said. Then I also think JD Vance, he may have talked to Elon Musk. He's the go-between these two power forces. So I think maybe JD Vance called and talked to Elon Musk and told him, you've gone too far. You need to fix this. So because of that, he went back, he deleted the Epstein tweet that he sent out, and he came with this apology. Was it a heartfelt apology? I don't know. Was he doing what he thought he needed to do to alleviate some of the criticisms? Because he got a lot of pushback from what he was saying. Even I looked like, this is too much. This is way too much, and it came out of nowhere. But maybe Elon was just trying to test his limits. Maybe he pushed to see how far he can push. When you think about it, Elon is the richest person in the world, right? He's probably used to doing whatever he wants. But Trump is the most powerful person in the world. So you have these two forces that they are going to bump heads. And I think Elon thought that he may have had a little bit more power than what he thought. And it came crashing down before him. And so he needed to pull back, and he needed to pull back really quickly. So what do you think? Do you think Elon Musk meant his apology, or do you think he just did that to protect his bag? Now, this is something that I thought about when all of this was coming about. Who is the common denominator in issues? So you remember when Vivek Ramaswamy and him were supposed to head up Doge, and then out of nowhere, Vivek just decided that he was going to go and focus on his political run in Ohio, and he just pretty much dropped out. And I thought that was odd at the time, but I figured like maybe it was going to be too much of a power struggle, and he decided to just bow out for his future endeavors, that he didn't want to mess up his chances of maybe potentially running for president again, or just backing down and running for governor in the state of Ohio. But it was odd and it was weird, right? It wasn't publicized that anything actually happened, but you have to wonder what may have happened. Now, it's no secret that Elon Musk has Asperger's, and I'm wondering if his Asperger's causes him to have these outbursts, and it also makes him socially awkward. And we already know that he's a little bit socially awkward. So him bumping heads with people, just like these emotional outbursts like he did on X, like, do you think that's the reason that this happened? I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but I'm just trying to figure out, where did this all come from? Now, of course, there's stuff behind the scene that we probably don't know, something that may or may not have happened that caused this, but I do feel like he went too far, and I do feel like he is the common denominator between the Vivek situation, and now you were really good friends with Donald Trump, and you had access to the White House. You know, your son was there in the White House taking pictures and hanging out with the president, and now you kind of messed that up over some emotional tweets on your platform. Now, some people might feel that what Musk did was okay. If you were feeling like he did what he did and you're okay with it, do you feel like Elon Musk is the type of disruptor that we need? Or do you feel like he's created just a bunch of chaos? Now, the last thing that I want to talk about on this is just the GOP triangle. Elon Musk also talked about possibly starting another party. And maybe all of this was to get to the part of him wanting to start another party. That could be it, right? When you think about it, Trump, for the conservatives, he is the brand, he is the base, and he has the loyalty of his people. Elon Musk, he has the tech, he has the money, and he has influence. Meanwhile, the GOP establishment, they are laying low, watching quietly and seeing what happens. If Elon decides to fund a new PAC and a new party, would you be interested in joining? I mean, right now we do have the Democrats, we have independents, and we have Republicans. So what would this other party be about? Is it something that you would maybe be interested in if another party was created? And do you think we need another party? Comment below. Let me know what you think about this additional party. I think Elon Musk got a taste of what it's like to be influential, and I think he just wants more. He has money, and it's great to be the richest person in the world, but he doesn't have the same type of influence and power that Trump has, and I think he just wants more. So I don't know. Maybe this whole thing was real. Maybe they really are going to split. Maybe it was just egos and power players that collided, and maybe they're just better with space in between them. I think we'll see moving forward what happens. I think it's all going to depend on what Elon Musk does. But one thing I would say, I'm actually proud of President Trump because the old Trump would have flew off the handle. And I feel like he was very controlled in what his response was to the tweets. I think he kept a focus direction in what he was saying. We all know that Trump can go in, but I think he decided to be more refined in this. It could be because he was hurt. And a lot of times, I know for me, I've had friends that I feel betrayed me or they did something that I didn't agree with. They may have said some stuff that I didn't like, but I didn't go in on them. You know what? I took the high road and I just said, you know what? That's fine. Let's go our separate ways. And that's it. At the end of the day, I think President Trump has matured a lot, and I'm liking this new and improved Trump. Let's see where it goes from here. Now, the last comment I'm going to make about this is that Elon feels that he won Trump the presidency. Do you think that's true? I think that he would have won, but Elon did give him that edge. He was spending money like he was spending $1,000 a pop when he was hitting people up with $1 million a day. And I do feel like that may have had some influence, but overall, I think people chose Trump because some people chose him because they didn't like the alternative. Some people liked his values, and some people felt like the left just went too far. So tell me what you think. Do you think Elon Musk won this election for Trump, or did Trump have it in the bag on his own? So let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you guys on the next episode.